Thank you, sir. Just take a moment right now to think how blessed you are. Take a moment, really. Just close your eyes just for a second, just for a couple of minutes. Think of all the people in your life that bless your life just by being there with you. All the people who have come and gone, who have touched your life in some way, big or small. Call them to mind now. And know that each moment that they touched your life, that was God touching you. That was the Spirit of love and light, and divine intelligence that knew you needed that person at that moment to say that special something or do that special thing for you. And guess what? They came and they did exactly what was needed in that moment. And now think of all the times that you have touched someone's life. All the people in your life that you daily serve. In your job or in your family or in the spiritual center here. Think of all the people that you touch. And know that there are many more that may not have told you how grateful they are. Now I want you to open your eyes and look around the room. And you'll see some of these people here who have touched your life. I see a lot of people who not only have touched my life, but continue to bless me in my life. And that goes to my family. All of that love that you share goes to my family. All that love that you give to me goes to all the people that I continually serve throughout the week, throughout the months and the years. Not only in this community, but around the world. And I know when you leave here today, you will go out and you will be in contact with hundreds, maybe thousands of different people. Maybe one or two, I don't know. But that's enough. Because I can't go there. Cindy can't go to all the people that she wants to go to, all the people that you touch. So she's going to give you her love and you bring it with you. And that's how it works. And that's what really abundance is all about. Today's lesson is going to be all about abundance. And I'm glad that it coincides with Volunteer Appreciation Day. We don't really like to call it so much volunteers, but sacred service. You are providing a sacred service for each and every person that comes through the doors. Whether you are a greeter and you give them the flyer in the morning, or you work in the bookstore, and you know they're going to be reading an incredible book that might change their lives. Whether you're in the AV team, or you're doing the website, or you're like Charlie and just likes to do everything. And Leonard, who likes to do everything and not tell anybody about it really. He just loves to serve. He sits back there in the booth, but he's also our treasurer. And so that's a sacred service. Right, Paul? It's not easy. It's not an easy sacred service because you are saying, I'm responsible for what flows through this church, this spiritual center. I'm going to take on the responsibility of blessing everything that comes and that goes out. And so we have the responsibility as well in our lives to bless everything that comes into our lives and give it out again. Because if we hold on to it, it stagnates. It gets old. It gets stale. And it's not the same. It doesn't have the same energy. But if we give it away, more can come in. And we're giving it away with the energy in which we received. That's an amazing moment. When you've received something incredible and you just want to run out and give it away. Yeah! Gladys, we're going to send some healing energy right now to your daughter Diana, because I want to give away all this healing energy that I feel within me right now. And I'm seeing this lovely woman with her daughter Olivia. And I know that that's your baby that's in the hospital in Boston because she fell down and she had a head injury and they brought her to Boston in a helicopter, right? Yeah, but she's healing even now. And no matter what that looks like, we know she's healing even now. So everybody just concentrate your energy on Gladys's daughter, Diana. Hold her in your mind. Send her the abundant energy of God's healing love. Right now, surround her with the angels. We're moving the doctor's hands in just the perfect ways to help her. We're moving the nurses and all the staff. We give thanks for everyone that's attended to her now. What an incredible system we have that has taken her in and will care for her in her time of need. And we see all that caring and all that love having an amazing effect to bring about the healing that she needs. And we see it as being done, even now. And so it is. So we let it be. We claim it in the name of the living, loving presence within us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. So abundance is not just about money. Prosperity is a way of life. Prosperity is a consciousness. We want to be abundant in all things, in all ways, in health, in good relationships, in peace of mind. I'm going to use only 2 books today, and one is our 21-day prosperity experiment. Can we put up the cover to that? Here it is. We're entering a new 21-day prosperity experiment here at Unity on Cape Cod. I'm going to invite all of you to join us in this experiment if you choose, but you're not going to get this book just yet. First, I want to tell you what it is. I want to tell you the energy that it will release in your life. And if you're not ready for that energy to be released in your life, then I suggest you do not do this experiment. If you want to stay stuck where you are right now, if you're very comfortable the way the world is and you're happy with our president, I suggest you don't do this experiment. If you have everything that you think you need, the world needs, and everyone around you needs, and you just are very satisfied with where you are, and you don't want to give it away, I suggest you don't do this experiment. If you are abundant, yeah, but if you want to give it away, if you want health, prosperity, infinite abundance, wealth beyond your imagination, unlimited substance, and divine ideas will bring it to you. You will have never-ending joy and happiness and perfect peace. If you want community and healing and harmony and loving relationships always, I suggest you do this experiment. So this is what I'm going to read from today, and this book as well, because I want all of your dreams to come true. I'm counting on you. Your happiness and your success is where my happiness lies. That's my new mantra, is your success is my happiness. When I see you successful and achieving your dreams, I'm happy. I'm super, super happy. I can't do it. I want to do it all. I've always wanted to do it all. And I met a teacher, and I was playing the guitar. I said, I'd really like to play the piano. And he listened to me play the piano, and he says, stick to the guitar. We already have Beethoven, and Beethoven lives in you. Let Beethoven do Beethoven. Don't try to do that stuff, man. Don't try to be anybody but yourself. I want you to move in the direction of your dreams. What's in your heart? I want you to move in that direction. What's really in your heart? And I want to acknowledge some of you because you're doing it already. And that's an inspiration to all of us. To see somebody following their dreams and following their heart, being truly authentic, it's really an inspiration to the people around you. Henry Thoreau said it this way: if one advances confidently in the direction of his dreams and endeavors to live the life within, the life he has imagined, he will meet with success unexpected in common hours. This is from a book called Spiritual Economics by Eric Butterworth. And he goes on to say, Henry Thoreau, that he will pass an invisible boundary New and universal and more liberal laws will begin to be established around him and within him. And he will live with the license of a higher order of beings. And I know, I'm looking at a young man right here, and I know that young minds are aware and are beginning to feel what this higher order of being is. And you may not always have the words to express what it is, but I know if spiritual evolution is true, then our young people are getting it much faster than we did. We may have been in unity 20 or 30 years, and you meet a young man on the street, and he's talking about it already. And he can look up anything he wants by just asking his telephone. Siri, Henry David Thoreau. What is the nature of quantum physics? You could ask anything you want, and you can gain that information. But the important thing is we have the experience. So we must practice what we learn in real life. And that's spiritual economics. It's the practice of an abundant way of thinking. Because it's not really about money and things. It's about consciousness. I want to read a little more about what Eric Butterworth has to say. I'm really grateful. I read this book a while ago and I underlined everything. But it's hard to find the quote you want if everything's underlined. I figured that out later. The secret of achieving prosperity lies so vividly in keeping yourself centered in the inner focus of affluence that you literally exude the consciousness. This is often called prosperity consciousness. You literally exude the positive nature of abundant thinking. It is getting yourself centered at the root of reality within you. I love it. You see abundance, not dollar signs. Not things, not pots of gold at the end of the rainbow. For the rainbow is merely seeing the storm through the raindrops. You see the appearance of whatever the need may be through the awareness of substance, divine substance. Whatever the need may be, it's already here in divine substance, all around you and within you. It's already present. Whatever need that you claim is going to be manifest. The problem is we tend to be claiming a lot of negative things. We tend to be giving energy. Stop doing that, giving energy to the things I don't like, that I'm complaining about the world. Guess what? I always get more of the same. Whatever I'm complaining about seems to get magnified. So whatever I affirm in the opposite, in the truth, that also is magnified. So just a little more of this from Eric Butterworth. Is you become, at this point, a purveyor of the prosperity flow. A purveyor. I'm witness to it. You know, in quantum physics, it says nothing exists without an observer. The minute you observe it, then it exists. I'm a purveyor of the flow of prosperity. It's flowing. It's there because I need it to be there, because I am the observer. Isn't that amazing? It's there because of you. It's amazing how the universe responds to your vibration. It doesn't know anything about words. This is why we're going to have to really upgrade our prayer practice and our prayer chaplains. Because God, the universe, doesn't know about words. It doesn't speak a language other than the language of vibration. And that's why in our experiment, we're going to just be concerned with the vibration of what is going on in our mind and how much we can give. And you'll watch the miracles. I'll get a little more into that, but I want to say one thing from Eric Butterworth, because he quotes Emerson In this vein of being a purveyor of the prosperity flow, Emerson says, you surround yourself with the image of yourself. If your self-image is faulty, you project its limitation into every experience. A faulty image of myself is going to project a false image of the world around me. If I know who I am in the totality of how I was created by a living, loving presence, if I know that, that's the world I live in. Amen? And that's so it is. And that's the end of that story. Well, what about this? That's not my world. What about that? What about this? Jesus said the kingdom of heaven doesn't come with observation. It doesn't come with saying, what about that and what about this? The kingdom of heaven is within. This is my decision. Somebody said to me once, you're always so positive. And I thought about it and I said, it's really just a decision. There are a lot of things that I could complain about, a lot of things I used to complain about all the time. And it never helped. It never helped. When I didn't have money to complain, I don't have money. I had to go in a positive direction of giving something to the world and getting energy back and giving and getting, giving and receiving. I had to go in a positive direction. If I wasn't feeling so well in my body, it didn't really help to go around saying, I'm sick. Be careful about what words you use after I am. Be very careful about that. Because you are telling yourself who you are in that moment. And you're getting a faulty image. Even to the point of, I am sorry. This is an amazing thing. Mary Lou Palmer, she taught me this one. Say thank you instead. Like, I'm sorry I'm so late. Say thank you for waiting. I was caught in traffic. Isn't it amazing? It's amazing. Thank you. Say, instead of I am sorry, don't ever say that again. I am, and then something negative. Turn it around. Flip it in your mind. Think before you speak and act. Your words become your actions become your beliefs become who you are. The Buddha said, you are your thoughts, right? Amazing. That sounds like unity to me. I think Jesus was saying the same thing. Okay, one more thing from Eric Butterworth. Then I have to share this amazing prosperity experiment with you. And I won't keep you too long because there's some amazing food downstairs. And a party waiting for us. Ha-ha! It's summertime. It's party time on the Cape. Let's party in the Spirit. Life for the whole person is a giving process. We are not talking specifically about church giving, giving to charity, and so forth. There are many channels through which your giving may be funneled. We are talking about attitudes towards life. Life is not something to get, but something to express. Life is not something to get. It is something to express. Remember, my friends, the universal truth, life is not happening to you. Life is happening through you. Smart crowd. Exactly. Life's not happening to you. Life's happening through you. There's nothing to get, but everything to express. So here's our project. Oh my God, we have to affirm something. I actually have to do something different. Let's do it. I affirm the truth of God's abundance in every situation and condition of my life. Keep going.
Unity on Cape Cod. God is our only source, eternally and unconditionally radiating all good into our lives.
Keep going. Aligning myself, my energy, my thoughts, feelings, words, and actions with the Christ consciousness, I am ever more open to the divine flow of good. All things are possible as I release every habitual pattern of lack or limitation. Are you ready to do that? release every habitual pattern of lack and limitation? It's all in here. So you don't have to write it down. I made the notes for you. I'll share them with you afterwards. Now our creative spirit is soaring. My creative spirit soars as I am filled with divine ideas. In my heart, I hold the vision of unity on Cape Cod, prospering in every way, true fellowship, dynamic leadership, enriching programs, and financial well-being. One more. Experiencing an ever-increasing flow of blessings, I receive in gratitude and give generously with a joyous heart. God is, and all is well with me and my spiritual community. Yes. Yes. What a great affirmation. Wow. Because it keeps affirming why I really come around here. It keeps affirming, why are we doing this in the first place? I'm doing it to experience an ever-increasing flow of the blessings. And I can give and receive with gratitude and a joyous heart. So we have 8 exercises in this book. And last year we did this prosperity experiment. The experiment is this. You do these 8 exercises for 21 days. All 8 of them each day. And it's an experiment. Just take a chance on yourself. Take a chance on God. Take a chance on the universe. It's just an experiment. See what happens. What happened for me was really amazing. I'm going to find my book. What did I do with it? It's back down here. Last year, as part of the envisioning for Unity on Cape Cod, you all envisioned me as your spiritual leader. Here I am. Good job. It works. But in order to be the spiritual leader, you needed $30,000 for my first year's salary. Total, what do they call that? Yeah, goodness. And a total miracle for me. So it was very creative what you guys did. You had pledge cards with my picture on it. And the salary was raised. And now it's a year later and we're running out. No, just kidding. Just joking. I'm just joking. But the truth is that it worked. And it worked because you worked it. And yes, we do need a lot of things to be upgraded around here with the building, heating and cooling system. It's working today. Every day it works, I say it's a miracle. But we are getting a new one. And in fact, we're going to need to do a fundraiser for that. And we're going to need to increase our prosperity consciousness to do it. And the only way I know to do it is to consistently move in the direction of your dreams. Because it's not about a building, and it's not about a person, a job. It's not about that at all. It's about a community. And if the individuals in the community are proceeding in the direction of their dreams, they're changing the world. And together we can change the world just by pursuing the direction of our dreams. And I'm so grateful Nancy's back because she's been in Florida and she always just goes in the direction of her dreams. She doesn't do anything else in life. And neither do I. Neither does Liliana. And I just really invite you to take the chance. I think Cindy's doing the same thing these days. She ran off to Costa Rica, wherever that was, with her family to do some great work down there because that was the direction of her dreams. And so nobody can tell you what's in your heart. But sometimes what's in our heart is covered up. We can't see what's in there because we have a lot of other superfluous thinking going on. We have a lot of distraction going on. And some of us are distracted to the point we've even forgotten who the heck we are. And we see ourselves as limited. We see ourselves as poor. We see ourselves. Believe me, one of the richest people I know has poverty consciousness. Now, I'm sorry, but it's a way of thinking. What'd you say? Don't be sorry. Oh! Thank you! Thank you! She caught me. She caught me in my own teaching. That's why I love you guys. Thank you so much. I noticed that one of the people that I know who has the most money that I've ever met has poverty consciousness. And I'm not sorry to tell you that. I'm actually grateful to have the opportunity to express that prosperity consciousness is being happy with what you got. That you don't need to get anything to be happy. To be happy with who you are. So we have all these exercises that we're going to do. And if you choose, you can be part of it. Exercise 2, we're going to say this: I am open and receptive to receiving my highest good now. I'm going to step into the flow of infinite abundance and enjoy financial prosperity and freedom. And so there are lines on each page where you can write your experiences with these exercises. And this is exercise 3. I'm going to focus my words and thoughts only on times when I feel abundant and receive that which is in alignment with my highest good. So all the other thoughts, what do? I'm going to remind myself, like Sue just reminded me, no, thank you. No, you're not. Thank you. I'm so glad you did. I'm so glad you did, because that's not serving me, saying those words to myself. Instead, I'm going to focus only on the times when I feel abundant. I'm only going to focus on the good in my life and release everything else. I'm going to move quickly through these. You'll have plenty of time. You'll have 21 days to get familiar with these. I'm going to see myself the way I want to be and express it in words that demonstrate I already have what I desire. So before I became spiritual leader of this community, whenever somebody asked me what I did, I said I'm a unity minister. And even though it's going to be almost 4 more years before I'm officially a unity minister, I tell people I'm a unity minister. Everyone that was in my class, 20 people from the Unity Spiritual Institute, after my talk in the homiletics class, they want to come to Cape Cod. We'll have somebody here next week who was in my class. It's so amazing because you just start acting like it's already that way. And pretty soon, you realize it's always been that way. I will record 5 things for which I'm grateful every single day. Try to pick 5 different things. 6, I will select one person who I will send continuous prosperity messages to, see their desires met for their highest good. Every day, pick a new person. That person you're going to send prosperity messages, of affirmations of their success, their happiness each day. I did this with all the people that I had conflicts with. And guess what? Everything was healed and whole so fast. Whenever something came up in my life that wasn't healed and whole, I just sent them good messages. So try it. It really works. Exercise 7 is going to be this. Knowing that giving and receiving are one, I will give something away to someone else today. This could be something in form or formless. This was my favorite one because you try to do it anonymously. You can give money in form. You can give something, a coat or a bathing suit this time of year to a homeless person. You can give money. You can give a gift certificate to the Home Depot. I don't know. Anything you need, anything that makes you feel good, give it away. That's what you can do. And in formless form, you can sit and talk with someone. You can give someone some encouragement. What are some other things you can do for people formlessly? Smile at people. You can smile. That's an amazing gift. What else?
Let somebody in traffic.
That's a good one. That's a good, let someone in traffic. Wow. What else?
Give love.
Listen. Thank you. Wes, that's very important.
Give love.
Give love.
Understand.
Understand. Seek to understand. The prayer of St. Francis.
Identify with.
Identify with. That's going deep. Tom is a deep dude. Identify with. That's really good. Be kind and compassionate. So there are a lot of things we can do that are formless, that don't require physical substance, but can express divine substance. And that's what we're expressing in prosperity is divine substance. Excellent, you guys. I'm in a good group. It's an advanced group, isn't it? All right, here's the one that everybody kind of gets a little nervous about, uncomfortable sometimes, until you start tithing. I can tell you from experience, I was uncomfortable with tithing for many years because I wasn't doing it. As soon as I began to do it, it became so much fun. And I have received more than I could ever imagine, more than I have asked for, more than I could work for, more than I could go out and get. Because the universe is expressing through me now. Instead of getting, I'm expressing. Instead of life happening to me, it's happening through me. And I've gotten more, and it keeps flowing in abundance, in greater abundance than I can tell you. So part of this exercise is for 21 days. It's an experiment. Don't get nervous. 21 days, you're going to give away 10% of all your income off the top before taxes. And it will be given to you. This is the Bible now. Give and it will be given to you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, running over. It will pour into your lap. It will be effortless. For the same measure that you give to others, it shall be measured to you again. And I noticed I've been putting out prosperity pamphlets on the table out here. They've been disappearing. So you guys are reading about it. You get it all in your mind. Some of you are practicing tithing right now. So I want to end with a couple of stories about people who are practicing tithing now, what it's done for you in your life. Is anybody, I practice tithing. Is anybody else? Yes, 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 yes. Whoa, a lot of guys. You do too. He gives me the wink because he knows. It's flowing to him in such great abundance. So who has a little witness to the glory of tithing or just what it's done for you? Patricia. Stand up, please.
I have been praying for a very long time that my writings would eventually be out there in people's hands. And the more I was giving, the more the opportunity came to see it happen. Liliana helped me to do it because I gave and she gave back to me. And then just yesterday, my former husband, actually one of the writings is entitled Ho'oponopono. Please forgive me, I love you, thank you. He said he got the ebook and he bought it and he thanked me for having the courage to write it. And then he said to me in the next email, Ho'oponopono, please accept that.
Nice.
I was like blown away.
Thank you. It's amazing. So Patricia has her ebook out now. It's available on Amazon. Yeah. Before I became a spiritual leader here, they told me I had to take all these classes. And at the time, Liliana and I had just moved and didn't have any money for classes. So I asked my brother for $170 for a class to take online. And he says, I've been wanting to give to your ministry for a long time. And he wrote me a check for $3,600. Wow. I wasn't asking for, I was asking for see how little we asked for? I was asking for $170. But what he saw that what I was really asking for was the ability to fulfill my dream of being a minister. So whatever your dream is, the universe wants to fulfill it. Totally. Whatever that is. Do we have any other stories? Really quick. So everybody's getting hungry, even Olivia. Jim.
Stand up.
Yes, yeah, please.
The last couple of years, I've tried to invest in an interracial something, and I go to the NAACP meetings and so on. And it came up that there's this meeting that I couldn't go to, and they said it cost $75 to go to this meeting. And I just wrote a check for $75 and gave it to the treasurer afterwards quietly and just said, well, here, in case there's somebody else that needs to go to this, here I'll be. And then I realized that my bank account would be overdrawn if they deposited that check very quickly. And divine providence, it did not get deposited for a little while. and the gratitude I've gotten from that, I wanted to just do it anonymously, but of course the treasurer told a couple other people. And a young woman came to me and said, thank you very much for paying for that. And that is so fulfilling. It's just been, I'm letting my ego get in there with it, and
That's
it just
okay.
made me feel so wonderful.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Is there any more? Another one? Tithing story? I thought of one story from here that involves Paul Hebert. I think Paul was the first person that began tithing to charities, at least this one charity, Commer Choice. And the lady was very grateful. And she came here to speak one day. And that really inspired a lot of people. And it also inspired Lily that Commer Choice was an organization that we were giving to. So she decided, I want to do that. That's my dream job, to teach mindfulness to children. That's amazing. She began taking mindfulness courses online, and she also began receiving the abundance to pay for the training with Commer Choice. And before too long, she's now working for Commer Choice. She's in the schools teaching mindfulness. It's amazing. And there's so many. Every day is like that. If you move consistently in the direction of your dreams, it really happens fast. And it really never stops. And that's the amazing part about it. The scripture says it will pour into your lap. And that's what I want all of you guys to experience. That blessed grace of the abundance that you need pouring into your lap. Everything that you could ever want or need in your life is pouring into your lap, is given to you freely. That you don't need to struggle. That you don't need to fight for what you need and what you want. It's already given you because we live in an abundant universe. So with all that being said, it's going to take most people, according to psychologists, 21 days to develop a new habit. That's why it's a 21-day prosperity experiment. Those of you who did it last year and had some success with it, I really encourage you to try it again, have greater success. Those of you who have never done it before, please join us. Jim, could you help me out here? I'm going to ask for a volunteer. Jim Scott is our grab that box right there. Now I want everybody who's interested in doing this experiment to raise your hand and keep it up, please. Now, could somebody else help Jim to pass these out? Michelle, you're standing up. Come on over. Okay, no, we got Karen. Keep your hands raised if you want greater prosperity in your life. Okay. Oh, no, this is new and improved. It's very similar, but it's new and improved. Now, that's the thing. Keep passing them out. Keep your hand up until you get one. That's the thing that I don't want you to do. I've already done this. That's a trap. I've already done this. I've been tithing for 20 years. No. Can you do it for 21 more days? I don't care if you've been doing it for 20 years. Can you do it for 21 more days? Because we're entering into a new phase. The world needs you now more than ever. The world needs you to realize your dreams. Come on down this end. Thank you, Brenda. You guys are awesome. I think we have just enough. The world needs you to realize your dreams. Ralph wants one. I see Ralph's album coming out. All right, Bob.
Tony, can you explain
Bob.
about in the Course in Miracles how it says that giving and receiving is basically the same thing?
Okay, he wants an explanation, but I only have 2 seconds because everybody's getting hungry. In 3 seconds, the Course in Miracles says that giving and receiving are the same. And why is that? Because I'm always giving to myself. It's not like I give you this book and I don't have it anymore. I'm empty. No, it's like I give you an idea. We both have it. So it's increased. Now you give it to her. I have that idea 3 times now. I've magnified it. We're sharing in an idea here with this experiment. So I've just magnified it almost 60 times. Amazing. So that idea has power now 60 times as much as if I just did it alone. So I have given to myself because I've given myself all of your experiences. Everything that's happening, you're sharing. Giving and receiving are one in truth. I love you guys. Have fun with this. We're going to keep going. We're going to talk to each other about it after the service next week. And the following week, we're going to get together after the service, and we're going to talk about it. Whoever wants to, we'll get together and talk about our progress. And so we'll get a chance to process what's going on with us. So we'll do that after service the next couple of weeks. I love you. Let's go downstairs and tell each other how much we love each other after a few songs and all that other stuff. Offertory, let's go right there. Money. Announcements. Sorry.
You have been watching the message from our Sunday celebration service here at Unity on Cape Cod, providing a positive path for spiritual living. Please join us every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. at 147 Walton Ave, Hyannis, Mass. And visit us online at www.unityoncapecod.org.